go.
Crash and flow.
I want to make fun of Kash Patel. I would. That is exact.
Like
I've just
three
been.
points here, but I know which one you're gonna go with.
I was in.
Hello.
Hey, man. So Mexico was fun.
Yeah. I can't imagine that. Mexico was. I'm sure it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, but this one is fun in particular because of the fact that there was a beach.
Okay.
It makes all of the sense, and there was no seaweed or very little seaweed. And then I finally got the connection that I was looking for since we started doing this whole travel situation.
Okay.
Was like constant access to beaches and oceans. That's what I need. Like everything else, like even if like I could get.
We gotta. Not everybody knows you have a travel page.
Oh,
with your
right.
wife.
Yeah, that's true. It's called bound4____. It's on
They're
Instagram.
like, what's this guy talking about? This connection.
And anyway, we go to various hotels and we stay over there, and then after we like review, create content, stuff for their marketing
great
campaigns,
content.
that type of thing.
It's like you're traveling.
It really is. But my connection is with the ocean because I'm Mauritius, that's the main target for me.
Yep.
Like my wife wants freedom from a 9 to 5 if this ever takes off or whatever, inshallah. But like for me personally, I just need beach and ocean.
Of course, man. I have one of my really good friends is from Hawaii.
Yeah.
And she's always like, well, I'm beach people. I'm like, everybody is a beach people. If you grew up around a beach, I'd consider because, who doesn't love the beach? But she's like, she doesn't never not live by it. She's at Virginia Beach right now.
Oh, wonderful.
So if she'd be here, she'd be by the lake or something.
Okay, yeah. I mean, they're horrible replacements for whatever she probably has in Hawaii. Like, it must be insane.
Yeah. It's like paradise beaches.
Yeah, exactly. And then, but anyway, because like once when I get to a place where I'm like, I'm at that hotel or I'm going to the beach every day, excuse me. Before I leave, I got to go to the beach and say bye.
Yeah.
Like I stand in there and look pensively for a while by myself. Yep. And then my wife is like sitting further back.
She's like, is the beach gonna wave back to what's this guy thinks about to happen? And you're like, goodbye, beach.
Yeah.
You were a good beach.
You were a good beach. It was so warm. It's nice. But anyway, while I was there,
yeah,
there was the thing with Charlie Kirk.
What do you mean the thing with Charlie Kirk? The thing with Charlie Kirk?
Yeah, the thing with Charlie Kirk. We're not going to cover that, but I do want to talk about Kash Patel and his press conference.
I like how you're like, you know what? I got enough Kash Patel material.
And this bug-eyed idiot.
How dare you? But yeah, go.
Okay.
I don't want to stop you.
And he delivers this line that looks like he was in front of a mirror repeating it, and he's like, this shit is so hard.
Yeah.
People are going to make Instagram hype reels with what I'm about to say.
He thought he was the end of like a Bruce Willis movie when he says something crazy and then ends it.
He thought he was Optimus Prime at the end of Transformers.
Right, this guy thinks he's Optimus Prime.
Yeah, he does. He's like, to my friend Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I've been stewing on it for so much.
Yeah.
I've been stewing on it for so much. He's like, we have the watch. We'll see you in Valhalla.
Damn.
Yikes, dude. This guy is truly one of the cringiest dudes ever.
I can't imagine the person who didn't like. I think everybody would be like, "What? He just a fuck? What? It's the craziest thing to say."
I know in his soul he thought that was gonna bang.
This guy was given a sign off. He's like, "I'm gonna say Valhalla."
Because he looked up too, and he looked around, like in a pause, between those two lines.
You know what this is what the main thing that bothered me is that this person has no awareness that they're actually brown. Like he has no awareness that you're actually Kash Patel, right? Everybody else sees you and you look very specifically, like you have to think you look like something else to have that come out of your head.
Right?
Right?
Also, no understanding. Like, what do you, I don't even know what you're doing. Like, do you have understanding of your own, like, metaphysical, like concepts of your religion and your culture? Do you understand the
I
actual?
wish he would have. I wish he would have said something about some underground river or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. You know?
Right? Or the understanding of Norse mythology, or understanding that Charlie Kirk was like a very like almost militant Christian, but Protestant, I think. None of these things intersect. There's nothing there. What you said was like as if you were in a video game and this was the coolest shit to say.
Yeah.
Also, even if he hadn't even seen We'll See You in Valhalla, which is horrible. But we now have the watch, or we have the watch. Bro, what are you?
Yeah.
Are you a police officer that worked the gang unit for like, you know, an extended period of time, and then your comrade went down, and then you said, "We'll finish this job for you"? You're an internet person. That's all you are. Anyway, so today, Kash Patel was in front of Congress, and he's being grilled by the various.
Man, those guys like yelling at each other, and I realized the person sitting down like on the floor, their job is to like just get through an hour.
Yeah. And let me tell you one thing: Kash Patel wasn't getting through.
No,
He was getting eviscerated. But it's not because like the senators are like master master
Orators.
technicians,
right?
Right?
They're probably what, showing videos of him. Hey, look, this is you. Explain you now, right?
It's not like he's being like outmaneuvered. It's not like Mehdi Hassan is out here like
Debating them.
debating Kash Patel. It's the most rudimentary stuff, rudimentary questions. He can't even evade properly, right? He's trying to make jokes. He's trying to like, if you're going to try to insult me, why don't you just say the whole alphabet? It's so bad. He's so bad, and it's so apparent when he's doing interviews where he's like, there has been no other FBI director who has done XYZ. Like he's constantly trying to like compare him to a predecessor to reassure himself, I guess, and everyone that he's like, I'm so much better than everyone else. Look back, compare me to them, and see what I've done. And it's so insecure.
Yeah.
He comes off as a horrible dude. You know what's funny? I was thinking, this is my last point on this. It seems like if this was a movie and that was the character of the FBI director, the director of the FBI, it would be like so comical that it would remove some of the gravitas out of like whatever movie you're watching.
Yeah, if that character was in a movie, you're like, oh, that kind of movie. You gotta buy into this bullshit a little bit, I guess, for the movie to work.
Yeah,
yeah, that goes for so many of those casts.
There's a lot of them. Especially in this regime.
Yeah,
especially in this regime.
Friggin' even Tulsi Gabbard got a rogue white. Like she's like, I'm a character too now. You know, like, oh, it's Cammy's mom. What is that?
Yeah.
You know, like characters, dude.
Full on characters that like
RFK is a total character.
Yeah,
dude, his voice, and then he's jacked and he's red all the time.
And then
Barney's yelling at him. Dude, that's a full character.
It is. Yeah,
he's from a rich family. Dude, what is this? It's a joke.
Yeah. And then for the first few months, he didn't say anything about health, but he had like a couple official stance on like the Israeli government.
Well, that's, you know what the problem was? He went on places where they were talking to him about the Israeli thing.
Yeah. No, like
him
even if you looked at his Twitter, like there was very little.
He passed a lot around dyes and stuff. It's just like, who's going to ask you that? It's not going to be a podcast question. Hey, Red Dye 72, why? You know?
I have a feeling like it was like very light for a while, and then one of his first like actual announcements was around the like foreign policy support.
You might know that then.
Yeah. I think like Breaking Points had covered that.
I trust those guys.
Yeah, but nonetheless, I mean, like perhaps afterwards, then like he balanced himself out and started talking about like
if he gets asked, like he's gonna give his opinion, and that's gonna be way more saucier than anything happening in the health vicinity.
Didn't he eat a bear?
No, I don't know. That sounds fantastic though. Did he eat a bear?
I thought so, like a carcass. Like he saved a carcass for him to eat.
We all do. That's called food.
No, I don't think he went to a superstore and bought like a piece of meat.
He hunted a bear and ate it?
No. Okay, hold on.
RFK bear.
Thank you,
I don't
thank
know.
you.
I don't think you're gonna have to say a lot. It'll go right to it.
All right, let's see if I got it.
Whoa.
Okay, wait. He admits dumping a dead bear in Central Park,
Wow. What do you mean?
but I feel like there was
Like he hit a
more.
bear with a car and they dumped it in Central Park?
That's the thing that, like, I think that's the whole thing about, like, how did he come with the bear in the first place?
Interesting.
Bizarre video. He dumped a dead bear cub in New York and staged a scene to make it look like a bicyclist had run it over the animal. The video was apparently in an effort to combat the upcoming New York story that was predicted to be a bad story.
He's trying to make stories.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm not reading all of this.
Yeah. I feel
The
like
Guardian.
there was something to do with him gonna eat it. But I could
Well,
be
that
wrong.
doesn't seem anything from what I did. You can just ask this thing. It'll tell you.
All right, hold on.
Did RFK want to eat a bear? But yeah, all characters, man. Most of his stuff is just catching up to what Europe's been doing for like 15 years.
What?
Just get color out of things unnecessarily.
Yeah. He did plan to eat the bear carcass. Here's what the story said. In 2014, RFK said he came across a bear cub that was hit by a car while on a falconry outing in upstate New York. He
Damn,
claimed he
boo.
put the bear carcass in his vehicle because he had planned to skin it and eat the meat later.
Okay.
Later in the day, he said that his plans changed because of time constraints, and he ended up staging a dead bear in Central Park with a bicycle to make it look like it had been killed with a bike accident. This is weird behavior, bro.
Okay, first off, I'll tell you this. This guy is doing falconry while drunk, right? Because you don't see a dead animal and go, I'm going to eat that. Like, you don't know how long it's been there. It's a dead baby cub. What the? You make it seem like this is a normal thing. I'm going to skin it and eat it, but then I didn't have enough time.
So I set up an accident scene in Central Park.
There's so many other things you could have done. I've seen Central Park. Like, not Central. But yeah, New York is crazy. Find an alley. There's a dumpster.
Anything.
Anything
You could
other than
just
what?
throw
You
it
go-
out the window.
You
and
bought a bike or something and you're trying to put this on cyclists for no reason? So these are characters, man. Like
I'm glad I
said.
was vindicated on this. I knew it was right to some degree, but like it turns out I was bang on correct.
See, and like comparatively though, like him to Cash Up, it's crazy. Cash Up is such a, like, yeah, he brings down the credibility of the movie he's not in.
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing to say.
That is a crazy thing. You know, there's another like character. I forgot what his name is, but like very white supremacist, and he has a tattoo on his bicep that says "kafir."
Yes. Yeah. That's
Right, and like he has other tattoos, and they're like of the Crusades.
Yeah. That guy's also a complete character.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He'd be played by like David Hasselhoff, and that would tell you everything you need to know about that movie. Yeah, that guy.
This is a wild dude.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those, dude.
Yeah,
That's the weird thing about Tulsi. I was like, she's trying to fit in.
she is trying to fit in because before, what I don't get,
She looked like a grown up before.
I guess, right? What I don't get is that like when we were listening to Tulsi talk,
Okay.
like well before really being like a player in like in at this high level that she's at, right? There's a lot of things you agreed with, whether like foreign policy, the forever wars, like it felt like a lot of reasonable takes on like United States foreign policy. What is the priorities that we need to do for America to be better? She was leaning left, right? And then at some point, she just like took the temperature of the air and went, all right, what do I need to be for me to make it?
That's literally ambition bends all things for some people because it is ambition. Just like, oh, I want to be one notch higher.
Yeah.
I want to be one notch higher.
And just threw all of that shit over,
know.
crossed over to the other side of the aisle,
Literally.
and then literally walked back one of your fundamental like
Pillars of what you
brought, like what made you in the first place. Just abandoned it completely.
Yeah.
It's wild to see that, and I just keep seeing it. Like I'm scared that like Mamdani is gonna get in there and he's gonna turn into a Zionist or something. Like
Pray for that guy, man.
no.
That's the first thing I thought about when they got CK.
Yeah.
Yeah. First thing.
Yeah.
I was like, you're trying to get us used to people dying,
Yeah. Yeah.
getting us.
Yeah.
And I looked into it, and I didn't know this. JFK, Malcolm X, JFK's brother, Bobby, Martin Luther King, 4-year span, those guys died in.
Within 4 years, or
Within 4 years.
Each time there was 4 years. Oh,
No,
within
no,
4
within
years.
4 years. Like, this is just,
That is a wild amount of assassinations in 4 years.
yeah, of a specific type of person.
Yeah, for it to be random.
Yeah, and they didn't even catch, I don't think, any of those cats.
No.
That's crazy, dog.
I recently watched a
I
documentary
didn't think they were going to catch this guy. I thought,
I mean, question remains: Have you seen the text messages?
no.
They're the most comical things ever.
Really?
It's like,
What text messages?
okay, it's Discord messages between the alleged shooter
Okay.
and his roommate,
Okay.
right? Or potential lover, right?
It could be both.
No, that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
it could
And
be both,
potential lover.
like and or, okay,
Ah.
or and and
I like you're like, hey, maybe not, maybe he is.
and the wording
Mm-hmm.
of the text messages between two people who were like 17 or whatever the age is, right? What was he, 18?
21.
21? Okay, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But nonetheless,
I like how you made him a child in for a second.
my bad. It's just that like the way how 20-year-olds communicate is very different
Mm-hmm.
than how we even us how we communicate. We're like millennials, right? We're elder millennials. Each generation has like different ways on how they speak. But it's not even, you don't even have to look at it from that point of view. It's just like he mentions he left behind a vehicle. And then the word vehicle is not really something that's in general.
He says vehicle.
Yeah, he said vehicle in the text, but it's not only that word. There was multiple words that are more geared towards like an elder person who is in law enforcement would use. There's multiple people who have done a breakdown of like all of the suspect words within the text messaging.
Yeah.
And it really does like. Just one word obviously wouldn't raise your suspicion,
Yeah.
but like when you go through the entire text and you see all of it, it doesn't sound like it's like a young person talking to their friend, and it's like really long sentences, and then within that script or messages, like a prosecutor has everything they need, because like within it, it's like the confession, where the gun is, where like his footsteps after, like a timeline of it. It's all like weaved into the thing.
Yeah.
And like certain pieces of information he wouldn't have told his boyfriend slash roommate, because that person would already know these fundamental facts about him. But like it's
Like
being
what?
Like he was talking about how like his dad is a MAGA
okay.
supporter, and there was other things that it wouldn't be part of like a momentary conversation between friends.
Yeah.
Like it's weird and odd. I don't have it in front of me, so I can't
Do
really
you think it was
delineate.
like a confession letter, maybe? And he planned to kill himself after?
I don't think that you could. No, I don't think so, because like you have to pair the fact that all of the information is like interwoven in the text message to seem innocuous, like innocuously entered. Whereas, and then on top of which, the type of vernacular doesn't reflect.
And then
like
they maybe
someone of
paid
that
this
youth.
guy off to.
Yeah, who knows? But like it's interesting, and it's interesting to see like what is the fallout out of this particular incident versus like previous attempts, like the attempt on Trump's life previously. Like we already have so much more information about this guy versus the dude that had attempted on the life of the president, right? And like a lot of things, there's a lot of threads to follow, right? Which is interesting. I don't know. I don't like. There's nothing to say that it was actually Israel, but it is funny that it happens, and like some like president very far away is like immediately like 21 minutes afterwards talking about how he was a friend, and whoever's saying it was us. Crazy people.
Bro, I love your BB impression, by the way.
Yeah. No, I don't know how to do the impression of the devil.
No. You have to laugh afterward or something. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know, man. I can't stand
That
it.
was.
Dude.
I'm just, I don't want to be selfish, but I was just so glad it wasn't a brown person.
Yeah, that was the thing is when it happened, I was worried regardless of who it's going to be because like no matter how this happens, I felt like it was going to be leveraged against us somehow.
Unless you go with a white Mormon.
I mean,
If they could have, if you were gonna pick a person, you could have. Because I was like, we can't shoot like that. Like I just freaking shooting.
I mean, I hear tell like in Afghanistan there was a couple problem snipers.
Probably those are the two.
Yeah.
Trust me, dude. It's not. If he had gotten struck by a javelin, sorry, that's crazy.
Immediately.
But apparently we're better at that.
Don't you have a Pakistani champion?
I don't know why you said it like an Indian. Yeah, we won the Olympics gold, and an Indian guy won the silver.
Really? I didn't know they're in the map. Wherever Pakistani goes, Indians want to go too, huh?
Yeah, the Indian guys had actually been better for a long time, and this Pakistani guy
He's a big dude, eh?
Friggin' the biggest Pakistani I've seen throw a stick.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So as soon as I was like, we don't shoot like that. But the javelin thing, I'm sorry about that. I will say, I did not think the Trump administration would so quickly make these Kash Patel moments out of this so quickly, where you're just like, these people are insane, just hilariously insane. But they asked him hey, how are you processing the next day?
Yeah, he's like, pretty good, I guess. I don't know if you saw the construction in the literally the same the ballroom. It's gonna be amazing.
A ballroom, dude. The day after,
bro, he didn't even take an inhale. It was the same sentence.
It almost seemed like he wanted to talk about the ballroom in the first place.
Yeah, he was already thinking ballroom. Yeah. Someone asked him about CK. Yeah. He says, "Yeah, pretty good."
Yeah, like 7 syllables or something, right? Yeah, I'm okay, but I don't know if you notice all these trucks making a ballroom.
He didn't even say I'm okay twice, bro.
Yeah, he goes on Fox News. The banner at the bottom says Charlie Kirk out there. He's talking about the ballroom, dude. He's talking about the ballroom. He's like, they've always wanted a ballroom. We've been out in a tent. People are nodding at him. The guy who said homeless people should be injected with he's there. He's nodding at him.
Yeah.
His name is Killmonger or something. I don't know. Killmead. I forget his name.
You just can say that?
Man.
Listen.
He's just back on the news, reading the news.
I'm just like, homeless people are scary. People don't like homeless people around them. Yeah. I get
out of
that.
All the things, yeah.
But whoa, bro. Right? Pitch something else.
That guy's a psycho. I would not let that kid watch my kid. That guy's insane.
This is unforced. No one would be like, no, tell me right now what you think we should do.
He wasn't debating anybody either, right? This was his own monologue.
Right, yeah.
It wasn't like there's another guy probing you and they're like, I wish they were dead. And you look at the judge and you're like, yeah.
Right? Unforced.
Yeah.
He could have done anything else. He could have been like, we got to build a community of small little houses far away and we put them all in there.
Yeah. If there was somebody egging him on, this guy probably had no end to what he'd be doing. You're like, yeah, we could just shoot him into space. Into space. You shoot him into the sun. If you just let somebody just end him a little bit, but you would have gone right up to
right, because his starting...
I'll kill him. Just I'm leaving now. I think, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that was his starting point.
Yeah. That was nuts. And the other... Oh, man.
But the other thing is that what I hate are reporters. Reporters don't do the job of reporting. Back in the day, reporting used to be you had to be willing to ask the question constantly, right? And the reason why comedians get the adoration that they do in most cases is because because we lost that in reporters. Reporters will just ask a question, they'll lowball. They're always there's always some sort of calculus that's being done in the head of the reporter of, if I ask this, my employer is not going to be happy, or if I'm high enough, if I ask this, it's going to affect my connections, my access to get into the White House, or he will lose his access in various things if he push too hard on one subject or another. Mm-hmm. That's a calculus that's happening in most reporters' heads. It's very little. They're very, very small amount. But back in the day, they used to be like rogue agents. They used to go out there like hitmen, right? And sit
like
in the
they're
cut.
doing with the Clippers right now, right? They're like doing investigative journalism. A reporter is going through the finances of a
Right.
defunct company and every investment. He's like, put this. This wouldn't be without this journalist. He went to
Right.
Harvard.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
he's like a journalist.
So back in the day, people used to do that for like the government to check on the government. Like that was part of the checks and balances for the government. But now they just want to see what Kawhi Leonard
Yeah, man.
was doing with that extra. Was it 14 mil?
No, it was way more than that.
Shit.
Yeah, yeah. So imagine like everybody else gets to pay you a certain amount. It maxes out at that amount.
Yeah.
This company's like, I mean, it seems pretty easy to do. Is
Make a shell company.
have a company that you have loose ties with, and be like, hey, can you give this guy like $80 million, and we'll just give you $80 million by investing in you through our many subsidiaries.
Yeah.
They didn't even go that far. They're just like, I'll just write a check, and me and Dennis over here, my roommate from college, he'll write you a check.
Yeah.
His daughter works at your company. And Kawhi, don't show up for anything. Don't do any work for this company. Make sure there's no proof you did anything at all. That stuff's hilarious.
Crazy. Was it a tree planting company?
It's like a bank and a tree planting company.
Okay.
So, but the fun, like you could have done anything. You could have just shown up to one with a shovel with a tree, and people wouldn't be able to say a lot.
Right.
It's just that the whole thing was a no-show contract. It's like, no, we're just giving you the money. Do I need to do it? No, don't worry about it. Just here's the money.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That has been interesting.
Yeah. I also like that like they keep uncovering stuff, and I was like, this is journalism.
Okay.
There's stuff today that came out.
Oh yeah, that's I guess just to finish the point is that like we lost that with reporters, where reporters don't even have a single good follow-up question. They'll ask like what feels like a hard question, they get like an evasive answer, and they'll move on to something else. They don't do the job. Then it was supposed to be comedians that were observing the world that they were living in, and then point to it and be like, hey, we all know that's crazy, and then they find the funny to make everyone laugh about it. That's honestly, I think that's one of the, I know funny for funny's sake, but like that was a very big part of it.
I feel like it's just as much of a part of it today, though. Was that like very prevalent back then in your memory? I'm like,
No,
there's George Carlin.
Yeah.
That was his whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, outside of him, like how common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Definitely
I
not
think
on
you're-
politics. It was just more like social commentary, which is very
Right.
much, I feel like they all do that.
I mean, I guess to some degree, although the new generation of comedians, I would say, are like, there is now a shift again. Before, maybe the last like 3 years or something, it was a lot of comedians moving towards wherever the tide was taking, like where the external tide was, the political tide, right? So like everything was moving right, and so comedians moved right. They didn't point towards. They just started picking on the selected targets that they knew the masses wanted to be picked on, but it wasn't to pick on both sides, for example, or call in the hypocrisy of both sides. Right? There was very few that was doing it. Bill Burr has stand alone in his his posture of being that guy. Always like it's always everyone can get it, and everyone and he like stands in the middle. I think he's done a good job of that. Shane Gillis is an interesting character in that regard as well, because he's perceived as right, but like both ways.
Just because how he looks is such a strong like pusher to the right.
It really is.
You're like,
yeah.
you look so Republican.
Yeah. And then of course you have Theo Von, right?
Sure.
And then those are like off the top of my head, those are the ones I can think about.
Yeah.
Then
But Theo has no comedy about anything,
no, I understand.
even almost cultural. It's so absurd.
Yeah. It would be odd for him to do that, but like
I know.
all of these guys have podcasts, so you get to decide
That's
where
the
you
huge
want to
difference
point.
between comedians now. You actually know what they think.
Exactly.
Like I know how Mike Birbiglia is now, and I was like, oh, he's not like fun.
Yeah.
His
Oh,
guy's
he's not
very
fun, eh?
No, he's very anxious and like
By the way, speaking of comedians, I pulled
Sure,
out
sure.
I pulled a clip.
Let's do
I think
it.
you might enjoy this one.
gang.
You've already seen it, no doubt, but I'm still gonna
Oh,
play
hold
it.
on. Is this who is this?
Marc Norman.
Marc Norman was at Absolute last week, man.
Oh,
I was asked to be on the show. I couldn't make it.
Oh no!
I know. He did set at Absolute. He's like 15 minutes.
Bro, you would have taken a picture and shook his hand at least.
I know. My buddy Ryan did. I was like, damn it, Ryan.
How was he? What's the review on?
I'll ask Ryan.
Mark, okay.
I mean, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's also
Did you ever date like a black nerd?
No, never. I've never dated a black. I've banged a few, but I never dated.
Really?
What do you talk about? Cosby?
He's married to a black lady.
What?
Yeah, I'm married to a black
What's
This is his
that like?
second black wedding.
Second black?
Yeah.
Marriage. Trying to add the extra word every time Norman says black.
Maybe.
Tell me everything.
Yeah, the baby had the umbilical cord around her neck, so they had to do the old fucking
lynching.
Open it up. Yeah, open it up. Yeah, they had
He
it
couldn't
3
stay
times.
off of this. Sorry.
I had 3. I had it too.
Comedy podcast.
I had it too. Did you ever date like a black nerd?
Bro!
No, never.
Take the
I've
swing.
never dated a.
You could tell.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to be able to
Look,
stay
all
off.
right, we're gonna rewatch it. Look
But I
at
never
Shane
dated.
Gillis's
Really?
What do you
eyeballs.
talk about? Cosby?
He's married to a black lady.
What?
Yeah, I'm married to a
This
black
is
What's
his
that like?
second black wedding.
Second black?
Yeah.
Marriage. Trying to add the extra word every time Norman says
Yeah,
black.
maybe.
Tell me everything.
Yeah, the baby had the umbilical cord around her neck, so they had to do the old fucking open
lynching.
it up. Yeah, open it up. Yeah, they had it 3 times. I had it.
Sorry.
I had 3. I had it too.
Comedy podcast.
I had it too.
Yo,
Crazy.
if you get Shane Gillis like a slight cringe from Shane,
Yeah.
there was a line that was crossed.
Bro. Listen to Marc Norman with Ali Siddiq
Uh-huh.
on Marc Norman and Sam Morrill's podcast.
Okay.
He would say like that kind of stuff around Ali Siddiq.
Oh,
Yeah, and that's when I knew Marc Norman's
is
the
a
real
crazy
one.
man because
Yeah.
Ali Siddiq is
been to
for people
prison.
for people who don't know.
Yeah.
Ali Siddiq has been to prison. He did 25 years.
He's got crocodile eyes. This guy looks through you.
Yeah.
You could tell.
Yeah, he survived like a horrible prison system,
And growing up in Houston,
right? Which is already pretty bad in the ghetto.
he went to my high school. Yeah, sure. I am with you.
And
Ali Siddiq and Mo Amer, same high school.
oh wow,
Yeah.
and Mo Amer seems like such a softie,
Kinda, yeah.
Right?
He seems Mexican.
right?
Mo Amer's sensibilities seem fully Mexican.
Ali Siddiq, if he had to, he could fashion a knife out of whatever is around
His
him,
finger. Right? Just his finger.
and he will stab you.
Yeah.
That's
but-
crazy. So he made it. So obviously, Marc Norman's still alive.
Yeah, he was fine.
Okay.
I made Ali laugh a bit. Ali got quiet for a little bit, but I think he was like, all right, this guy's shot.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
It's also Marc Norman's podcast with Sam Morril. It's like, you
Okay,
know,
yeah,
can't
yeah,
kill
you
a
gotta-
man on
yeah,
his own podcast.
On his own podcast. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm always seeing new Key and Peele
Yeah.
skits, and I'm like, it makes me feel like,
Mhm.
are they making a couple new ones every once
I
in a
think
while?
you know
just
how
to
we
keep,
get together to make the podcast, and you just get together every now and
just
then and
throw a
just like,
skit.
I got an
All
idea.
right, I got one that's new. I don't know if you've seen this
Yeah,
one.
No, I haven't.
Okay, this one's a little bit longer, but I think it's great.
Oh, hey, Mark.
Hey, Lyle, what's going on, buddy?
Mark, get over here. Guys, this is my buddy Mark. He just transferred from Minnesota. I thought he could sit in on a few practices. I don't know, maybe join the group.
Yeah, Bo Burnham?
Bo Burnham.
All right, guys, let's do Always Been My Girl again from the
Always
top.
Been My Girl. Okay, I know
and
that, yeah.
Mark, show us your stuff.
You got it, man.
All right, guys, ready? 1, 2.
Doom, 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 doom.
There goes the girl who owns my heart. I knew she was the one right from the start. Our love is here to stay each and every day. We know that we will never part.
Bo, bo, do, bo, bo, bo.
You gotta be kidding me. Mark was out of this world.
Gosh, okay, well, hey, it just came to me, so I just went with it.
Great. Well, keep going with it. Guys, have a
these
safe
guys are-
weekend, all right? See you on Monday.
Nice to meet you guys, man. Yeah. That was awesome.
Isn't he the
Here it
best?
comes.
Cool,
Getting
guys.
a
Great
code switch?
practice.
Troy, good effort.
All right. See you later, alligators.
Man, they turned down the color.
The fuck you think you doing, nigga? I'm doing my thing, nigga. Fuck you doing?
This is my 7 white boys, nigga.
This is hilarious.
You
dude.
need to back the fuck up.
Fuck that, nigga. I'm about to get mine.
Do you have any idea how long it took for me to infiltrate this group, nigga? 25 minutes. You think I'm gonna roll over with some falsetto ass motherfucker.
You know what, nigga? White boys is gonna do what white boys is gonna do.
Bro. These guys are...
Yeah, a cut above, eh?
Bro. Yeah. All of Saturday Night Live can't catch up to any other
Can't
stuff.
touch it, bro. That is insane. And the thing is, it's not like it. Ah, man. Yeah. Was that new to you?
Yeah, I was
Okay, all right, great.
It's on Comedy Central, apparently.
Right? It's crazy. All right, I'm going to show you the funniest way that you might die.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Panic kazoo noises.
Well, at least I don't have to go to the hospital now. So.
Listen to it again.
Oh, the dude's face, dude, is so funny. Imagine calling 911. You're like, I got.
Well, at least I don't have to go to the hospital now. So.
I'm gonna watch it one more time.
I think he's saying, oh my God.
Bless him.
Well, at least I
Man.
don't have to go to the hospital now. So.
He's a grown man, too. It's not even like a child. It's just so funny. Oh, my God. That's best case scenario when you don't die.
Yeah.
Otherwise...
So now you have a funny story to say.
Otherwise, it's the funniest.
Bro,
We found out how he figured out how he died. You watched the video?
Bro, that would be...
You hear his last breath? And then you try not to laugh, right? You're watching it like...
Bro, even if
you catch the... You're like, no.
If you're his friend, you still would be sad, but you still laugh at that. you have to.
Yeah, you definitely laugh with it with your boys later. It's like,
Yeah.
Freaking Michael.
Oh, my God. All right, people, that's been episode 513. Thank you for hanging with us. We'll be back in a week. Take care of yourselves. Good night.